Hi, my name's Dave. We decided to build our cabinets and redo our kitchen as a result of a complete renovation project of the entire home. The home was originally built in 1991 and had all the original cabinetry, all the original decorations. Everything was totally original. So it needed to be renovated completely, and the kitchen definitely needed renovation. We chose Kodiak and Alan because we were referred to him by a general contractor that we knew, a relative. They've used him in the past, and we're very satisfied with the work product, the customer service, and the support that they received. We did get other bids, and Kodiak was not the least expensive, but we were very pleased with the project work that they did around the design and giving us ideas of how to best utilize the space for our kitchen. My first impressions of Alan and the way that Kodiak does business is that they were, number one, very professional, very on time. They gave great ideas on the usage of the space. We certainly had our ideas of how we wanted it to turn out, but Alan and his team had some additional ideas that they brought to the table, and that showed a lot of expertise. They do a lot of kitchens, we do very few. So to have them understand our needs and wants and then add their own color to the design was very advantageous to us. So in addition to the cabinet work that we had Kodiak do, we asked them to take charge of the appliance acquisition and implementation. Their expertise around the implementation showed all the way through, and they took responsibility for everything from delivery to installation. We didn't have any worries having to do with the appliances. They were all implemented correctly and to specs. So we're very pleased with allowing Alan and Kodiak to do the appliances as well as the cabinetry. So the kitchen is very functional. Large sink area, cabinetry underneath, dishwashers right there available from the sink area. The garbage and recycling are on a pull-out right next to it, so it's very functional at the sink area. The cabinetry is perfect for all of our needs. Glassware, dishes. We do pull-out drawers for our plates and our bowls. Also for our knife set and our silverware. So it's all functionally perfect as far as the design, where everything's implemented for where you're going to work in the kitchen area. As you can see, for the hood of the vent hood, they also brought in from the wood floor the same exact wood. So we have a nice highlight in this area. The stove top, we have nice shallow drawers for all of our utensils and deep drawers for pans. Easy access, easy rollout. In addition, more cabinetry for all of our coffee cups. One of the neat features, and this was an idea that Kodiak had, is an appliance garage. We don't like a lot on our countertops. We like a nice clean look. So to be able to have appliances and a pullout makes it really convenient and very nice, and it hides them away from the normal view. On this side are our appliances. We went with a high-end speed cook microwave and a full stove. It has air fryer capabilities and everything built in. In addition, we went with stacks for refrigerator and freezer. As you can see, this is actually how we live, not designed for a video. We also have a pantry area. The pantry is a full height pantry. All of the cupboards up above are functional. We hide away our Christmas and Thanksgiving dishes up there and things that we only use once a year. In addition to the cabinetry, Kodiak was able to design a fireplace mantle for us. It took into account the wood grains that were on the floor, in fact used flooring material as part of that project. They also did do our bathrooms and our bar area and our laundry room. Then those were follow-on projects to the kitchen project. That shows how much we've enjoyed working with Alan and Kodiak. While Kodiak was doing the kitchen, I showed them this piece. We built a fireplace in, and we wanted to have a wood mantle. So they built a wood mantle out of the same wood as in the flooring and above the hood, so that it's a nice uniform look. It adds nice texture to the fireplace area and the TV area. So very pleased. They mitered every corner, and as you can see, they're absolutely perfect. They did a fantastic job. We're very pleased with their handiwork. One of the nice things about working with Kodiak, and Alan in particular, is that they were very communicative. We received updates on a regular basis on when to expect cabinetry, when to expect appliances. They took care of all of that and kept us completely informed along the way. Alan was timely, always on time, and always gave us communications when he said he would. During the installation, we didn't have any issues come up as far as timing or as far as the cabinets that they had. There was an issue with lighting, and some of the lights were slightly different coloration than some of the other lights. Alan resolved this quickly. He got the same brand of lighting for the upper cabinet lights, as well as the lights on the shelving and the undercounter lights. So he corrected the situation at no charge to us. So during the design phase, my wife and I had a good idea of what we wanted to accomplish. But Alan and his team did come up with some great ideas to enhance the overall architecture or the overall design of the project. We were very pleased with how they approached anything that they would like to include, and we made a couple of changes as a result of their opinions. They do a lot more cabinets than we do, and they have a lot more kitchen ideas than what we brought to the table. So the kitchen and the way it came together is very utilitarian. It fits our lifestyle, it fits our needs, and we couldn't be more pleased with how the cabinetry turned out. So we did have a slight issue after implementation. One of the drawers underneath the stovetop began to stick about halfway out. Alan came over the next day and replaced the rails on the interior of the cabinet drawers. That resolved the issue. And again, there was no charge. It was just part of his normal customer service. He did it professionally and without any regret of having to do it. So we've done 6 renovations in Florida. All 6 required kitchen renovations. When we met Alan and we met Kodiak, we were very pleased with how they came to the design phase, how they came to the implementation phase. They brought great ideas. They were very professional in their approach, and the customer service has been fantastic. So we're very happy that we went with Kodiak, and I think that they're probably the top cabinet company that we've worked with. If someone's looking for high-end cabinetry, family, friends, any associates that we know, we would highly recommend Kodiak. As a matter of fact, we have, and they've gotten a couple of jobs as a result of us making recommendations to others. People that come into our home tell us that they are just impressed with the cabinetry, with the work, with the overall renovation that's taken place in this home. And we're very pleased with Kodiak, and we'd recommend them again. If I were to describe Kodiak and Alan's approach to the business, I would say one word that would solve that for me is professionalism.